Hey everybody, I'm Scott Allen Miller. It is the 9th of September 2020. It is a Wednesday. I'm actually recording this in the afternoon, in case that wasn't obvious, because I don't feel like rolling over till tomorrow to do the show. I've been working really hard the last week or so to do catch up on SGL because we have gotten behind. So sometimes it's nice to just record them early and not know what goes on in the night. Catch that up tomorrow. It is such a beautiful chance to be outside in 70-something degree weather in the rain. We've had so little of either for months that I just want to sit out here. So pretty much I'm looking for excuses to sit outside. It's just me. You can see that this chair is pretty wet. This one's pretty dry. There's mosquitoes out a bit. You can see we've got our mosquito fogger right here. It really does very little. We fog for mosquitoes sometimes twice, 3 times a day, and you barely notice a difference. It's kind of a view you don't normally get with me sitting over here, but I figured I'd get the water coming off the roof up there for a change, a little bit different. And so today, not too busy at work. I've been able to get to different things throughout the day. Kat came over as scheduled today to do sales, and so she was over doing training all the morning until about 2 p.m. And she'll be back tomorrow. Of interest, tomorrow, a hairdresser is coming over to cut the girls' hair. Both of them are getting their hair cut tomorrow. So that's neither of them has had a haircut in so long. Like, so long. I can't even remember how long it's been since either one had that done. And Luciana really needs it because her hair is getting knotted so much of the time. She had no idea how long her hair was. She thought it was much shorter than it was. And she was kind of like, I'm okay with getting it cut. I don't really need it that long. So kind of sad for me because this is the hair they've almost had since they were born. Liesel's only ever had maybe that much cut off ever. I think Luciana's had a little bit more, but both of them had so little hair when they were first born that it's always been kind of a don't cut their hair thing. Liesel likes having really long hair. Luciana doesn't care too much one way or the other. For those who know, Rodrigo was out sick all day yesterday. He is back today and seems to be feeling pretty decent. Because it's cooler weather out, Dominica is doing lots of baking today. She's making like all kinds of cookies and stuff because we haven't been able to run the oven for months without it being a really major problem. So that's nice. And in theory, she's going to try to make me my birthday pie tomorrow. Now, those of you who know me know that my birthday is in February and happened at the first week of COVID and is not now at the end of summer, just a few weeks away from autumn. But I never got my cake or pie or anything on my birthday. We were always too busy, and it just never happened. It never became a priority. And so every so often, Dominica will buy apples because I want an apple pie for my birthday. Every so often, she'll buy apples, and then they will get eaten or get spoiled or whatever and get thrown out. And then that's the end of that. And then we go through the cycle again, and I never get a pie. So that maybe will happen tomorrow, or she'll buy the supplies and we'll go through the same cycle again. But at least it's not so hot. There's a chance that maybe the pie will get made. You can see behind me, this is Dominica's garden that she's had going on. These are like tomatoes and I think squash and stuff, and they're doing pretty well, although they're not really like growing anything, right? Like their plants are doing well, but they're not producing any fruit. There's some peppermint here that we were using, but then the dog got to it and she ate all the leaves off of. And then this garden has been suffering because the soil is only about this thick, so you gotta water it like crazy, and it's a big problem. But it has produced at least one cucumber, but it was like burnt by the sun, so I'm not sure we're going to eat it. And then there's some tomatoes over here as well. So that's been a big project, and we're like, Paul and I are both like, why? Why is there gardening going on? We're moving. This is a huge amount of effort. It has to be watered literally every day. It's produced nothing. It took so much work to do that for like one cucumber that we don't want to eat. And we're going to move, so there's like no long-term solution to that. About the same time that we did that, and you can't really see it, but this is the backyard olive tree that we planted some time ago. It's doing quite well. We do water it all the time, and it's got a lot of soil back there, so it's really got a good root system. We think that it's doing well. And then we've got a matching one up front, but it's still in a pot, and it's not getting watered enough, and it doesn't have a lot of buffer with the size of pot that it's in. We really got to get that one planted out front. Maybe now with the rain, maybe that's an option. Maybe this week, actually. It'd be nice if we could get that done. One less thing sitting around that needs attention. my plan tonight, I'm going to try to get episode 5 of Take Flight wrapped up tonight and posted for tomorrow. That's my hope. And I'm hoping to watch Spectre with Dominica this evening because she's never seen it. And right now, it's just you can see this is how much the water pools in the mulch just alongside the house, because we have so much mulch in the backyard that it creates a dam, and so it backs up all the way to the front yard. It eventually goes, but that's what it's like. So we hear the dripping all the time. And here are the bikes that we may or may not take to Nicaragua. We have not decided yet. The kids don't really like riding bikes. Dominica says she does, but she hasn't yet. I'd kind of like to, but it's hot and humid. I don't know. I'm old. If I want to ride a bike. So more packing today. After Kat left, or right towards the end, we got a few more boxes done, and we'll definitely do a few more tonight. And I think the big project that we're about to start undertaking is we are going to digitize, or not digitize exactly, but we're going to move all the CDs into a converted format on the computer and store them all as files and put all the CDs into sleeves and figure out how to compress that down to essentially nothing, and very sadly get rid of all those CD boxes that we have that have so many memories for me, because I started collecting CDs when I was 12, and all through my teen years and into my early 20s, I just bought CDs like crazy. So it's probably about a 10-year period of my life. I bought thousands of CDs, and I'll definitely share this all on the channel when we actually do it. And every one of those CDs, was carefully selected from a catalog, and I was a music major, so all of that was like a big deal, and I was a music manager in my early days, and so music was a really big part of my life, from playing guitar when I was 7, sonic brass when I was 17, becoming a music major, working in music management, being a classical guitarist, touring with Kelly's Heroes, did a lot of stuff. I did studio work, I did production work, all kinds of things. And so music was huge for me, and I had this massive collection of CDs, and I listened to them constantly as a kid. And now as an adult, I almost never listen to music. The kids almost never listen to music. Dominica almost never listens to music. She listens to it more than the rest of us. I don't enjoy concerts anymore. I'm sure I would like to use these CDs and listen to them and remember them. They're going to bring back crazy amounts of memories, because there's so much music that I own that I never get to hear, right? Ever. I bet 80% of my music catalog is stuff I've not heard since it got packed up. If I don't convert it, I'll never get to hear it. So this is a big deal. My hope is to get it all converted and into a format that's really convenient to actually use, and then have it all online so we can listen to it in the house. And I hope when we're in Nicaragua that when we finally get a house, I can have a real stereo and set that up and listen the way that I always wanted to all that music and all the other stuff that's now available as well. So that is the plan. And I need to go through all of that before we start shipping things, and that will eliminate a bunch more boxes that are currently in the garage or in the attic. They may be in the attic, which is going to cause a bit of a problem, because right now I can't even get to the stairs to get up to the attic, so that's even more fun to be had there. That is pretty much the update for today, the 8th of September, I think, the 9th of September, Wednesday, 2020, here in the rain. And I will see everybody tomorrow on Thursday. I have no idea what's going on tomorrow. It's not within my radar at all at this point.